What an interesting way to start the Friday. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions here with a super quick market update. I'm sure many of you guys have already seen the news, but it says Anduril and Palantir battlefield communication systems has deep flaws. Army memo says. Because of this, Palantir being publicly traded saw a 5% retracement right into the open. And it's not just Palantir, one of the stocks that I want to show you. I was up $5,000 on this short. This was actually all within the first hour of the market open. If you're part of my LPP team, go rewatch today's live trading session. If you're not yet part of my team, second link in the description will allow you to rewatch it, but also you'll get to watch me trade live every single day. Second link in the description if you want a big discount. With that being said, I was up $5,000. I'm now only up 3,600 because I entered a short as it went back to retest previous highs and it kept on pumping. Dude, the hyped up stocks, the meme stocks, this is what I like to call them, Irene, Oklo, TEM, they're pumping today. They really are, and you got to be careful, right? So if this thing ends up making you highs, I'm going to have to manage my risk and I'm going to have to cut losses. Remember, not every trade's going to end up in the green, and I have to respect that. I'm still satisfied that I was able to make a decent amount. I still like the risk to reward. There's huge downside potential, but that's if and only if market sentiment turns negative. We don't have that confirmation of the market yet. So therefore, if I enter before, just like I did, it comes at a greater form of risk. There's no question about that. Please do not copy this trade. I just like to share both my good trades and my bad trades. That's the whole part of my LPP team is they get to see it all happen. With that being said, just wanted you guys to be aware, this is the overbought reversal that I'm looking at. This is the short potential. My average price is right around $51 per share. And then if it ends up making new highs to 52, I'll just respect the trend, cut losses, and I'll end about like $2,000 to $2,500 in the green. Still in the green, giving back half of what I made. But again, risk to reward, it was a 4-to-1 ratio, meaning 4% of potential downside for every 1% of potential upside. I like that setup. With that being said, where's the NASDAQ market? Let's go ahead and quickly talk about it. NASDAQ market's pretty flat today, right? We were supposed to get the non-farm payrolls today, did not get released because of the government shutdown. And we were supposed to also get the unemployment rate, did not get released because the government is shut down. Markets still have not sold off since the government shutdown. That's one thing I want to make very clear. Now, it doesn't mean that it has to. It just means that it normally does. So you can guess what you think might happen. As of right now, markets are incredibly bullish, but incredibly overbought. The longer that they prolong this government shutdown, eventually the markets will retrace, right? They always end up recovering long term, but in the short term, be ready for short-term volatility. That's just the biggest thing I want you to be aware of is you don't need to be afraid to take advantage of opportunities if you want to go long or short. Just be mindful of your position size. This is not the time to be over leveraged, and definitely, right? I'm sure all of you guys would agree, this is not the time to bag hold a position over the weekend just because your day trade didn't go according to plan. So that's the big thing. So Palantir, again, saw a huge retracement, as many of you guys saw. It's testing previous support range. Now it's retesting previous lows. It looks like it might not break. The only reason I would see Palantir break below this really strong support that it has around 175 to 177 is if the NASDAQ market actually breaks support and begins to sell off. Well, why would the NASDAQ market sell off? Because it's incredibly overbought, government is shut down, and the sentiment would have to shift. We do not have confirmation of that sentiment. That change of sentiment does not have to happen today. I'm just making you aware. If we get that break of support and we see that shift of sentiment, then you at least know where it's coming from. We're going into the weekend, government still shut down, there's uncertainty, and it makes complete sense on why that would happen. But remember, markets are irrational and they always love to recover. So until we get that confirmation, it does come at a greater form of risk. So be mindful of that. Other than that, again, I just wanted you to be aware of kind of what was going on with the overall market. Palantir, negative news, finally, right? And it's not because, fundamentally it's an overvalued company. Palantir has been overvalued with a PE ratio of 557 times its earnings. We all know of that. This company makes less than $1 billion of net profit, yet it has a market cap, if we pay attention to it, of $422 billion. So there's a discrepancy there, right? Like there's a disconnect, but that's not new. Palantir's used to it. And kudos to Palantir, right? If you actually look at their flow chart on how the company makes money, the revenue has been increasing. You guys know that I'm all for talking shit on companies that do not deserve. I don't want to say Palantir deserves to be trading at these levels. All I'm saying is that it's not just talking the talk, but it's walking the walk. Its revenue is growing. This is a growing and rapidly growing company. This is negative news that was announced today, so you can see why it's justifying the negative catalyst. It makes sense, right? This is not good news. With that being said, it's still a growing company. It's one of Wall Street's favorite companies, so be careful. This is not a stock, in my opinion, that you want to be very aggressive when shorting because of how much Wall Street loves it, how much they're willing to buy the dip on it, and sentiment supports these irrational valuations. And out of everything that's super rational, right? Like we talked about Irene and Oklo and TM, all those bullshit stocks that actually don't have increase in revenue. Tesla being one of them. Tesla has declining revenue, yet it's nearly at all-time highs. Think about that. Palantir, although it's insanely overvalued based off of its PE ratio, again, you have to give kudos to where it's earned. It's not saying it deserves to be up here. I'm just saying that it's talking a lot of crap, but it's also kind of backing it up with insane growth quarter after quarter based off of revenue. And again, I have every reason to try to hate on this stock based off of its overvaluation, but I want to give credit where it's due. And that's very attractive and very impressive to say the least, right? So just wanted to show you guys that so you understand where I'm getting that data from, right? And again, this is all available through Investing Pro. It's one of my favorite ways to be able to do a deeper analysis on the stocks that I'm investing and trading. If you guys want to download Investing Pro, the first link in the description down below will give you 15% off if you want to sign up for their service. It's not a free service, but again, if you want to do a deeper dive on the companies that you're investing in, if you want access to this pro research, then again, it's all readily available through Investing Pro, which is a software that I literally use every single day. You don't have to. It is an affiliate link. I want to be straight up with you guys. But if you're thinking about joining, Investing Pro, why not get 15% off? That's that first link down below. Other than that, I appreciate you guys' time. Very excited to follow up. Again, my active short right now is on Irene. It's up 10%, but meme stocks are meming today, so this trade does not have to go according to plan. I'll make sure that I do my part in keeping you guys up to date, either via Instagram, or if you're part of my LPP team, you guys know that I'm always keeping you guys up to date there. So again, if you guys are ready to join LPP, second link in the description down below. It's a one-time payment for lifetime access, and you'll get to watch me trade live every single day. And the weekend is a great time to get enrolled, become familiar with the lesson library, and get ready to watch me trade live on Monday once the market opens. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Team, take care.